bring in Rich Eisen, the host of the NFL Network, host of the Rich Eisen Show that follows this one. Who's your comeback player of the year pick there?
Oh, Dan, if you don't mind, I just want to make sure we're clear that I'm not on with you. You're on with me right now
Oh,
in this
okay.
program.
Fair enough.
Just want to just get this out. And
Appreciate
might
that.
be awkward way to start, but I just want to make sure you understand you're on with me right now.
My bad. Your comeback player of the year is who? Smart ass.
Patrick Beverly? I don't know.
Yeah.
I'll go with Michael Thomas. I heard you guys talking on the way in. So, of course, at a red light, I texted both Paulie and Fritz that Michael Thomas is my guy. Can't guard Mike is clearly in line to be comeback player of the year. I know McCaffrey, you guys were talking about McCaffrey, and then, you said it right. Like, we're waiting for him just to come back within a single season when he's already out. Like, that would be great if he could just come back from injury within the season in which he's injured. That has been a problem for him. So I know that a lot of people are wondering how the Saints look with Sean Payton gone, and obviously Jameis Winston back coming from a knee injury. But I'll take can't guard Mike.
Also, it seems like everybody on staff at NFL Network has Buffalo representing the AFC. Overwhelming, unanimous. It's almost, I think. How does Buffalo not make the Super Bowl?
Well, I mean, just where I guess in the way that they had last season end, where a game comes down to a clock management or a bounce of the ball and it just doesn't go their way. And we talk about how this franchise is snake bit from, Scott Norwood all the way to the present day. I mean, that's what it seems like would be the only way for this season to end for the Bills that leaves us all with a little bit of egg on our faces, because you look, I mean, sometimes the simplest path is the right one for all of us who are predicted. Don't make it tougher than it needs to be when you've got an MVP caliber quarterback and weapons galore, adding more players through the draft on both sides of the ball. Von Miller now in the locker room as kind of the OG, whispering the way it should be done to all these kids who might need that help for the final 13 seconds if their coach doesn't squib it. Like that's the path forward, I think, for the Bills, and that's why I took them to win the Super Bowl.
Is there another team that compares to the Chiefs as far as varying degrees of prediction that they could go to the Super Bowl or not make the playoffs? I think Green Bay's that team, Dan.
I think a lot of people are looking at the Packers and wondering where the offense is coming from when Rodgers might have an off day. And when he has a great day, will somebody separate? Will he just be one of those quarterbacks that's looking for a guy to separate from a defense that's wallpapering on an offense that they know might be coming because Davante Adams isn't there? Or the defense is as good as it's been there in a long time, and the coach is a 13-win machine, and Rodgers can win his third MVP in a row. Certainly if the offense looks the same way without Davante Adams. I hear Packers not making it, and I hear Packers in the Super Bowl.
I didn't understand Aaron Rodgers' approach where he was somewhat critical of these receivers during training camp, but he's not playing in these preseason games to be with these receivers. I mean, it's one thing to be in practice, but he should have been in games, I think, to help them out, like understand game-like situations. And I'm sure that it's dangerous to do this, but I think he's got to be fair to these wide receivers. They're trying to figure this out and do it in real time, and somebody's got to replace Davante Adams. Aaron could have helped out, I thought, a little bit. Your reaction to Rodgers calling them out?
It was out of character, but I think he definitely felt he needed to do it. I think he's got his finger squarely on the pulse. And the players on his team that I've had, from Aaron Jones to A.J. Dillon and anybody else, Tanyan, will tell you that he is one of the most, even including towards Jordan Love when we were all in the media assuming he wasn't, being the most, openly, there wasn't much of a mentorship program going on there. That he is in fact doing that behind the scenes, which is why I thought it was out of character for him to go out and basically tell these guys, hey, you need to be in the right spot. You need to have your head in a swivel. You need to make these catches in practice when I'm throwing to you. Otherwise, you won't be out on the field. I think he felt compelled to do it. Either that or he was sipping that tea, Dan.
The ayahuasca?
Too.
Yeah.
Is that how you pronounce it?
Ayahuasca.
Okay.
Would you do it? Would you try it as a journalist?
Just because for the gig? Is that what you're saying?
No, let's say you were doing a story on Aaron Rodgers.
Yes.
And you were going to go visit him to do a sit-down one-on-one.
Yeah.
But he said,
okay,
you got to do, like, to be on my level, you have to try ayahuasca.
Sort of. Are you asking me if I do some gonzo journalism?
Yes.
When it comes down to it?
Yes.
Okay. Last question for you before I give you my answer. Do I have to go home? Like, will I go? Because my kids don't care what dad does at work when I go home.
You're at a hotel in Green Bay.
I'm out of it.
You're safe.
I'm a hotel in Green.
You're at a safe
definitely
house.
give me that tea, Dan. When can I have it?
I don't know if you want it. I think the results might vary, but I don't know if you want that. Yeah.
I don't know. Apparently, I'll be better at my job. I'll be more patient with the rest of the team here. You know, I mean, I'll have a more enlightened way of looking at things. I might finally get past that Emmy line. You know, I might finally get there. I don't know. Maybe I'll try it.
Well, Aaron did say that he's a better teammate. He's a better lover. All the things that I'm looking for in my quarterback. Because I don't know the last time you went, Patrick Mahomes, good lover? I don't know.
That's in Omaha. That is definitely reading the defense.
I'll leave you with this.
Yes, sir.
Rams more likely to make the Super Bowl or not make the playoffs?
Make the Super Bowl. Absolutely.
Okay.
No question about it. I mean, why? Obviously, we've got to, whenever having these conversations preseason or right before season, barring injury is the caveat. But I mean, what a deep roster. I mean, and adding Bobby Wagner behind Aaron Donald, I don't think anybody really has landed and sat with the idea that the best linebacker, arguably, of our current generation right now. All right. Removing the Ray Lewises from the equation, but Bobby Wagner is going to have a bust in Canton.
Yeah.
We are placing him in between Jalen Ramsey and right behind Aaron Donald. I don't believe we've realized the full impact of this. And I think Allen Robinson will be a terrific complement to the rest of that offense. They should win the division and some considerable deep playoff run for the Rams. That's the way I'm looking at it.
Great to talk to you. Thank you for allowing me to share this moment with you, Rich.
You're welcome, Dan, is all I can say.
Right.
You're welcome.
That's Rich Eisen of the NFL Network. Kind enough to let me share the stage with him.